Shploing. Thomas Homebrew coming at you with a beer review. This is one of these you may need to do a beer review if type episodes. That's right. Clued Barb and I came back from vacation, and as she told me today, the world is on fire, both politically and in reality. It's on fire. I'm just telling you. I just cleaned ash off this chair so I could sit down. We were supposed to have temperatures of 103 and 104 when we got back, and the only thing that saved it is disaster. That's right. The sky is covered with soot and smoke, and literally the Mount Hood National Forest is on fire because kids decided to throw firecrackers off the top of some of the cliffs over there. So it's very sad. Thousands of acres of beautiful, pristine area just done. Fortunately, all the hikers in the area are safe. It knocked our temps down into the upper 90s instead, but it's mucky and it's horrible. So it's time for a beer, and it sounds like the world is on fire, so we've got a volcano going off here, although this is an interesting looking volcano. Very colorful one. This comes to us from Omnipollo, that's right, and this is the Shploing. Yep, that's how it feels right about now. Shploing. This one's brewed for Omnipollo by Dorchester Brewing out of Stockholm, Sweden. It's an IPA, but quite a unique one because the world has gone mad. It's on fire. It has marshmallows, graham crackers, salt, lactose, and mangoes and vanilla added. That's quite a unique beer. Let's get it cracked open. And as is fitting, it decided to kind of explode on me a little bit as I opened the can. So we're getting the pour here. All right, well, you can see it's pretty close to a 2-finger head. It's kind of murky. My hands are wet. It's kind of a honey-esque, apricot type of a color. Let's get the nose. Wow, it's very fragrant. I will tell you that. I have no idea what hops they have in this. Wow, that's really different. You definitely get the mango on it, but you're getting a lot of other sweet characters, a lot of sweet fruit, tropical, a little bit of citrus. But you're getting like the sweet characteristics that are like the vanilla and that lactose, but the lactose mixing in with things gives it an interesting impression. So when you look at this, they do refer to it on the can as s'mores and mango, which when you think marshmallows, graham crackers, lactose, they just are missing the chocolate, I guess. But it's really odd. It smells kind of creamy, vanilla-like. Smells like it'll have a bit of texture to it, which will be interesting. I'm getting some interesting citrus off it too, though. I get a little bit of grapefruit. I feel like I get a little bit of some orange character. You definitely get that mango. I feel like I get a pineapple-y type of a scent on it. A light, like melon, like a honeydew melon kind of a scent. Maybe slightly grassy. But overall, it smells like kind of creamy and, kind of lightly sweet. There's a nice sweetness to the malt base on it. It's very interesting. So I'm going to dive on in. Cheers. Wow, that is different. And I forgot to mention on the nose some resin, which the taste just reminded me. Wow. That is odd, interesting. It's an interesting sweetness. The lactose on there brings in like some creaminess to it. It brings in some body. You've got the vanilla, which smooths things out. The marshmallow, which God knows what that does. And and graham cracker and salt. That salt's in there. You can tell it's kind of toning things down. I get just the slightest hint of the graham cracker in there. I definitely get some of the characteristics of the vanilla and the marshmallow in there. because it's kind of that an odd creamy texture for an IPA. This was definitely real mangoes going in that, because you can get the difference between that and hops, obviously. So you get some real fruit character on it. Much like in the nose, I'm getting like some melon characteristics. I feel like I get a little bit of a light, like creamy orange sickle type of a quality. Same with the mango, comes off like a creamy mango flavor. Maybe a little bit of some grapefruit, a bit of some pine character, and I would say more pine, not so much resin. It's not like a high resin quality. It just sits funny on the palate. It's just so different with all the stuff they just threw in there, and I think that salt plays with it a little bit too. I'm going to take a little time with this, and I'll be back. I'm back. This is one bizarre little beer. Perfect for a day like this. As it's warm, the resin quality's picking up a little bit. And when I say picking up, I don't mean like big resin in your face. I mean, it's actually standing out a little bit. Saying, hi, I'm here. I really am some resin, not just some pine. What do you say about a beer like this? It's fun. I always applaud unique. Omnipollo may have overdone themselves a little bit on this one. S'mores and Mango IPA, nonetheless. Okay, well, how do we rate this in terms of IPAs? Well, as we know, IPAs have just gone off the charts crazy. I mean, things that probably rated in the 90s years ago would now only rate in the 80s. That's just how it has moved. But this is fun. It's unique. It's fun. I'm digging on it. As far as IPAs go, I can't get any kind of radical thing on it, though. I am enjoying it, but it's kind of odd. I'm going to give it an 85 in terms of IPAs. Overall, I always give a few points for creativity, and there's a lot of creativity here. But this is definitely a novelty. This is a one-off kind of thing that you want to try. It's fun to try, and I don't see this probably being something that's going to be brewed multiple times. But it is fun. I'm going to give it an 87 on my overall. Shploing! Here it is again. It's the Shploing from Omnipollo. Produced for them by the Dorchester Brewing out of Stockholm, Sweden. Again, it's an IPA. It is made with marshmallows, graham crackers, salt, lactose. There's yin and yang there. Mangoes and vanilla added. So, wow, that's just some crazy stuff there. This is a fun little beer, though, and it's just explosive, as you can tell. I would say try it for fun. You know, if you find it, if it's not too expensive, I'd say give it a shot. This is Kevin at Clump Sober saying life's too short to drink cheap beer, and I'll see you on the next beer review.